So I figured it's worthwhile to talk about this because I've been talking about putting yourself out there, and this is the form that I'm doing it in. But one of the realities of doing this is dealing with our desire for, need for validation. And I don't mean that in a way that's like derogatory or trying to talk down to people who do seek validation very overtly, but I am saying it in a sense of like we're all humans and we all need the approval of other humans. It's just what it is. And social media is like a mechanism that we get to share ourselves, but there's also the ability to show just how much you like or dislike something on these platforms. And with that, then kind of now you're not speaking into a vacuum anymore. Me, on the other hand, pretty much speaking into a vacuum. These last few videos don't have any views other than me, I think, which is fine. I didn't expect this to kind of go anywhere right away, and I think I was kind of alluding to the need for approval, and I was going to get to the point saying where people can show just how much they disapprove of what you're doing. But I think worse than people saying that they don't like your stuff or that they do like your stuff is people not ever seeing your stuff. And I guess that really depends on like what your goal is by putting this stuff out there. And I think my goal in a more personal sense is just to put something out there, just to speak out loud, to build a routine and a habit of doing this kind of thing, to talk, to think, and hopefully hear some feedback from people eventually. But I think when I started this, I knew that this wasn't going to take off, at least not right away, and that I shouldn't really expect too much out of it, and that I'm doing this for myself. And this is more, uploading it to YouTube is more for accountability and giving me the ability to like record and store all of these videos for a really long time. But then I started uploading, and first couple videos got some views, which was cool, and somebody left some really positive feedback, which thank you for that. And I thought, alright, sweet, this is gonna kind of get the ball rolling quick then. Even though the first video was 17 views, maybe one or two of those were from me, which was way more than I expected to get, so I was already pretty stoked. And then these past 3 videos only have the views that I put on them, and so that's when my insecurity kind of started kicking in, and I started going, well, were my first 2 videos not good enough? I mean, people drop off of the videos and don't watch them fully, so that whole negative self-talk and started kicking in. And without getting into the specifics of my situation, I kind of really wanted to talk about how that impacts people when they put stuff out there. I mean, we all want that acceptance and that approval. I think even if you don't want to be seen, you kind of want to be seen, at least in the context you want to be seen and by the people you want to be seen and in the form that you want to be seen. Yeah, and I think all I want to say is like I'm having this conversation to kind of help remind myself. At the same time, I want to express to you guys that the whole thing I'm advocating for about putting yourself out there and being more human, it's probably going to get hard at times. And that difficulty might not always be obviously negative. I think in this sense, it's kind of a little bit more of, it's making me self-critical. And I know if it's making me feel that way, other people would have the same reaction to this. And I know they do, because there are a ton of people on social media that have gone through the same thing, basically everybody. So yeah, I just want to say, keep going through these difficult parts, through the parts where it feels like nobody's listening. Keep talking. Keep talking. know I'm gonna do it.